connection. Sorry for that. We will continue in a second. Let me just see how. Okay, good. Let's have a look. Let's hope the people find back here. Okay, cool. So then I guess, yes, it started again. That's good. So we can continue. Okay. So where were we? Let's go back to the live screen and actually need to fix that screen. Give me 1 second. Okay, good. And then probably also need to fix this here again. One second. OBS basically crashed, and now I need to shortly reconfigure some things. Let me see now. It doesn't. Okay, perfect. There it is. Back to the image. So what we already did, and if you're new joined, we did this cover page and the back page. So if I zoom in here, this cover page here and this back page, and if you want to see that, we have here basically the cover page and we have the back page. And now we do the first content page. So let me go back to the image, and if you go down, we do this content page here. And right now I wanted to add this 3 paragraphs of text with the heading. So for that, go back to the browser, and what we do is we simply create 3 paragraphs here. Maybe they're a little long, let's see. copy them, go back to our HTML, and actually I will put it in a div because the picture is already absolute positioned with this white space around. I will, when we look one more time at the picture, put also the text in a div, and then this I will also do as a border and put that with Z index behind and position them that we have this effect. That should work. So let's have a look how to do that. So we give here a div, let's say class content, and yeah, let's close the div first. And then we have our paragraphs. Let me actually open that now in full screen. Can do that with F11, by the way. If you're working with PrintCSS Live, then this is how to do it. So let me surround them by a paragraph, and then we need the heading, and this we can make a H1 again, and actually in here this one will be green, and in a new line. Okay, so we have the content. If I just render this now, probably see that it's too much content for this page. Yeah, way more than the paragraphs in the sample. So let's also shorten our paragraphs here a little bit. So I don't know, let's remove everything from here till the end. Actually should use the correct keys to mark it, right? God damn it. No. Okay. And let's also shorten the top ones. They were a little bigger. So let's say here, let's remove this, and the bottom one from here. Okay. Now still too much content. I mean, in real life you cannot influence it like this. If you have auto-generated content, but here we assume we have a fixed content for these pages, so it should be fine if we do it like this. And also from the top, let's remove a little more, because we will adjust also the position of the stuff, right? Okay, good. First of all, I will give it a padding of approximately a centimeter, so this content in the page right blue. And I really style it for page right blue because yeah, the content class you might use on the different pages, and this is a named page here, so any of these pages would look like this. And when we have look back at the pictures, we see the other page, the next one, is styled differently, and also these pages are different. So, but let's concentrate on this one right now and see how to do this. So back to PrintCSS Live for the content and say padding 1 centimeter. Then we have a H1 in here, and the H1 has a class screen inside, green, and we give that text a different color, and that will be our green from before. And the H1 in general, we will give the dark blue, which also the side has. Actually, here we are missing the hash sign. Good, then we give that a margin top 0, and this one a display block, so that it's going to a second line. Okay, in general, also here, let's say top we want 0, then we don't need a unit. Okay, and let me see. For text transform, yeah, this one we want for the H1. Because looking back at the image, we see the first letter is uppercase, and now we need this border here. Okay, so let's see how to get that. So for the border, we need one more element. And call it green border, and all over these different pages there are green borders, and they all look slightly different. So we again will style them, or style this green border specific to this page right blue because we have this blue here on the right side. So let's see, let's also first give our content here a border 1 pixel solid red, that we see what's going on, or let's make that orange, that we have some different borders, and say page right blue, green border, and we simply say border, not sure, 25 millimeter, 2.5, yeah, maybe, okay, solid, it's probably too big, and then green, and we need to give it a height, and looking at it, it's hard to say, maybe 16 centimeter, and a width of at least 8 centimeters, so we can hide it properly. And let's see how it looks. It will overflow to a new page, or no, it doesn't, it's below here. So what we need to do now is we need to position it absolute, and we say top, so we have 3 centimeters on top, So let's make it 4, and from the left 1.5 centimeter. And actually we need to have it minus, and here only 1, because the page margin boxes are outside of the body. So something like this. And now let's see, where is our image here? Give that a background color. And also our content, give a white background color, and we probably still need to position it. Still need to position it, and we simply say zero and 0, so where the page margin boxes end basically and the content starts. And let's see, in here we just put the green border first. Could also use Z index, but it should also work that way. Yes, it does. You just see here a border we do not want. I don't want that between them. So let's make the content a little higher than it actually is. So let's only not give it a top, but the rest we give. And also let's directly make this even thinner. Let's see. Okay, then we can remove the other borders and compare it to the actual, where's the orange? There. So now we have such a site. Let me decrease the font, the size of the page. So you see we have the text, we have an image. Actually here we have an issue, because we put the white for the image with a background color here to get this space. We don't need it on the top really, so we could just say padding left should work. And then we still have it up here, so we need to give the content more. So we have top, right, bottom. That all is assuming that the content just needs this space and the content needs to be signed that way, because otherwise this whole layout wouldn't work. But now if you look at this and if we compare this to the page here, it's looking quite similar. So we have the front page, we have the first content page, and we have the back page. And now the second content page would be one with about, let's say, 1.5 centimeters margin and a big image, and then 50-50 text, but also here again such a border. If you zoom out a little, we see additionally we still have this 50-50 text and big content and these all different layouts basically for all these pages. So we will do one more, and the other 4 we will do the next time. Then we split it in half. Basically these 2 we did, this one we did, and now we do this. So we need an image. So let's call this page, this also has an image, and strangely here more space than needed, which is strange and looks strange. But okay, let's concentrate on this one right now and call it center image, because this is not center image top, so page center image. So we will create our own page for that again, so named page. So you have here the div class page center image, and this gets again a page center image, we call it, and if we go up, all we want to style for the center image is the margin. And instead of 3 centimeters around, we will have 1.5 and the typical 1 centimeter at the bottom. Then we see automatically, because it's a right page, we get in the dark, and the other ones have fixed. So the cover page has a fixed dark bottom. The left pages always get dynamically green, the right page is always dark blue, and the last one gets a green, exactly how it is here in this layout also defined. So last page green, first page dark blue, and then here left always green, right always the dark blue. Now what we need is we need to find an image again, and this time again something like a meeting, but more like people standing around looking all confident. Interesting. See, they have now COVID meetings also with masks. So maybe we take this one. This looks good. And let's copy that link and put it in our page here. So let's render this and see how it's looking. Way too big, but that's fine. We can, or we need to anyway style that now. So let's go down here and give it a width of 100%. Good, then we have the image, and now we need again an H1 with a 2-colored heading, this time center, but we can actually copy it from the previous page because also there we have some green in there. We can also in the end, when we are done with all of it, optimize the classes and see what we are using multiple times, and yeah, then put them all together, because right now you see I will just copy that and do the same thing for my page center image, but we will optimize that with at the end when we have all the layouts ready and we know what classes we need. Then we can check and be like, okay, all these classes which have the same styling we combine, or we give them a general class name. Okay, so here we have it, and now we could still say text align center, and also it should have a margin top, I guess. Yeah. Then there are actually, if we have a look, there are 2 paragraphs on the left, and on the right side we have some quote or something like that, and then again a border behind that. So in here, and we need to position all of that absolute again for this border. So you do a class content, or yeah, let's call it content again, and then on the left side there's some paragraph, and we need 2 let's just copy a little bit out here, it's anyways way too long paragraphs. So this is the first, and then this is the second. Okay. This is our content. And then let's have a look at the image again. We have some quote or something on the right, and then this border which goes from the center of the right box to the center of the left box. So we will do also some block quote and put our quote in there, and for that we use block quote, basically the element, and see how and style that basically. And again, this is some text. We take only the first sentence. It's a shorter text here. Block quote. was right. Okay. Okay. Then we need our green border, and that we put before these two elements. So now we need to give them 50-50, the content and the block quote. So page center image content and page center image block quotes. So we have 1.5 centimeters on both sides. In total we have 21, so 18 left. Let's say we keep a space in the middle. The space in the middle is probably 0.5 centimeter. So then we have 17.5, and that divided by 2 is 8.75 centimeters. Did I write it wrong? Let's see. Is it not taking it? Page center image, page center image. Yeah, of course, it should be exactly how I wrote it before. And then it also would work. Yeah, good. If we look at the image again, should be fine. We just need to remove the, is it a padding or is it a margin here? Let's see. Probably a margin. This thing gets also a green border. Oh no, sorry, not the content. This one. So the quote and probably another 0.5 centimeter padding. As I said, the CSS we need to make it simpler when we are done. Okay. Let's see. really, let's do the float. But then we need something to clear it. So maybe we just say page after clear both. Yes, okay. But then also here the first paragraph has a padding. So in the content, so page center image content p first of type has a padding 0, what was it, margin, let's see. Let's see if we even get it. Yeah, okay. Good, then if we compare that again with the image, so yeah, CSS is great, I would say, but like with these different CSS rendering tools which are there in the market, all behave differently. I will show that at the end again. So right now we use PrintCSS to render, and with PrintCSS there's actually a headless Chromium behind it, so very good CSS support. If we go to the other renderers like PDF Reactor Prints or Antenna House, the bigger commercial ones, they have good CSS support, but obviously not as good as a headless Chromium, so you will see the difference. Typeset is a quite new PHP-based PDF renderer. Also has decent, let's say decent CSS rendering by now, but yeah, Chrome or Chromium is way ahead, and you will see that with all these different rendering tools. So what we actually need to do now is put this border here, this green one, and we will simply make a box again and put this box and position it absolute. Going back here to the code, we have here this green border, and similar to the previous page we styled it, and as I said, in the end, and when you're done with everything, we will optimize the code and hopefully get rid of a lot of these duplications I have right now in my CSS, and then it should look or should be fine. So yeah, now it's here, of course, going to a new page. We see the new page below has the green border, let's say, because it's a left page. So we need to actually say position absolute. Then we want it to be centered. So our page is 21 centimeters. We have a box of 8.75 centimeters, so rest is 12.25 centimeters divided by no, not divided. First we need to also from this 12.25 we need to remove 3 centimeters for the left and the right margin, so we end up with 9.25, and that we divide by 2, so 4625 should be the correct number from the left. 4625 centimeters. And top, let's just no, let's go for bottom, and shortly let me have a look. Bottom is probably 1 centimeter. So actually let's also give this housing a little more text. So let's add another sample paragraph here. Then we can copy our, where was it? Here, background color white, simply also to the content on this page and also to the block quote on this page. And the in-between area we will still need to handle, because there shouldn't be a border. Okay, it's above them because we didn't position these things. Absolute. So let's try it like this. And give this one a set index of 1. Let's see if that is working. No, not really. Oh no. No, it's up there. We will need to move it. Let's try it here. Absolute. Left 0. Top, I don't know, 14 centimeter. Let's see what happens. Okay, a little too far up, and worked so well on this page, should work here too. Okay, now we're getting there. Again, that only works now with the same height of images, 2 lines of maximum 2 lines of heading on this page. Otherwise it would look strange. So the same thing we need for this one here. Guess then we can also get rid of the float. There's no point to that anymore. Okay, now we just need to get rid of this thing here, and for that I just increase the content size to by 0.5 centimeter, so 9.25, and do a padding right of 0.5 centimeter. And then we should end up with something like this here. Although here you see it's not directly starting at the box, but yeah, I guess it should be fine. Yeah, it's looking like this. Okay, so then if we have a look one more time at the photo. So what we see here is, if I zoom out a little, or let's just go to the top, we did the cover page, this one here with the company logo, business brochure, some text, this image. We did the back page with a quote, although we didn't do it as a quote, that we would still need to do its normal text right now, so not cursive. We have the logo image, this quote is basically, we did this one content page and the second one, and on Wednesday, same time, so 8 p.m. CET, I stream again, and then we will actually do this other 4 content pages, so this one here with the 4 points, again image, this one with the separation on top, quote on the bottom, text, this one, and the last one here with the big picture on one side and a lot of text. So let's see what we achieved today. So going back to the browser, and then maybe let's go and say we want the even spreads. So we see on the top, or we see the cover page, then we see our first content page, second content page, and the last page with with the back page. Let me see, can we go here into presentation mode? Then you see it one time in full screen. We also need to fix the height of this image. It's stretched because I didn't take a proper image for this. See the second page. And the last one. Actually, I guess having one more time a look here, we come pretty close to this so far. there's still a lot to do, but yeah, we will continue with that. I shortly, while you're looking at this, I will actually upload it for you. So let me shortly do that. So if you follow me on Twitter, you might have seen that I created a GitHub repository for all these PrintCSS related examples, and besides the example which I had for the calendar, which we did once here in the live stream, which I actually stupidly didn't save, so that's why I'm doing it right now while you are still here with me, so I don't forget it this time. They are all these samples are in there, and you can download them from there, test them. If you copy separately the HTML and the CSS out, you can also use them in the on the PrintCSS web page again, and I will just do exactly that. Copy what we have right now. It's not really nicely formatted yet, but as I said, we will rework this whole thing one more time once all the pages are properly defined, and then it should look good and it should be a little better. So let's see that I don't forget anything. I really don't want to start all over again the next time. The calendar I probably will recreate again, so that you actually also have the sample for the calendar there, which, yeah, I didn't save the last time. So if you forget to save, you simply will need to do such things more often, I guess. Okay, HTML should be saved. Then let me store the CSS for it. And yeah, CSS we have written around 300 lines of CSS today. I guess, yeah, that we can also optimize this the next time. Okay, so let me take the original source also. That will be linked then in the README for the GitHub repository. And also, as I was stupid enough to cancel the first part, what we already watched or did, I cancel the live stream shortly. We will have 2 of them, so we can actually get them to watch 2 parts, even though we did it all on the same day. Yeah. in a second I will commit it, and then I will paste the link here so you can directly get it. So if you wait for like a minute more, you get that. Creating an issue to write a blog post, and then of course the next time we create 2 more of these content pages. Okay, so the final test is, first of all, copy the HTML again from my local stored version, and then also the CSS, and if I saved it correctly, and render. So now you should be able to see, for example, now I rendered it with VisiPrint, and it looks similar but not completely, so there are things which are missing and not working out. We can try PDF Reactor or any of the others. All of them will have, yeah, this one looks good on the first page, also here, very good. There we have an issue, as you see, and also on the last page. So it really depends on the renderer. Right now we tried it with Page.js. So I actually will also download what we did here, and then save that too, and then I show you where you can find it. So 1 second. I really do that now directly because, as I said the last time, I forgot, and then it's a huge hassle to recreate it again. Okay, so, and now we come to the commit. Good, it's committed, so let's see. So I have here this GitHub repository, PrintCSS examples, and under HTML examples, books and magazines, you find the business brochure and also the links to the 2 videos. So the first one is the first half, which we had today. That shows basically the creation of the first page, last page, and then what we are doing right now is the current live stream. That will be some kind of inception now, seeing that, yeah. So exactly that with a little delay. And then the layout link, so if you want that, you find it here. And yeah, it's free for personal and commercial use if you put some attribution. Otherwise, you can also buy the layout from there, and you get the CSS HTML code, which you simply can copy from here. You see we wrote around 319 lines of CSS, and this is our HTML. And in the end, we get this awesome PDF out of it. Good, so thank you for watching today. And yeah, if you're interested in the other four content pages, join again on Wednesday, same time, 8 p.m. CET. And if you liked it, follow me on Twitch or YouTube, and then you get updated when I stream again. Yeah, otherwise, enjoy the day and see you soon. Bye.